Hi, I'm Tracy with Radiant Center. Today's practice is going to be aimed at dissolving stress that we hold in our body. We have some major holding areas of the body, whether it's the jaw, the shoulders, the hips, the low back. At one point, we're going to feel ourselves holding tension in any of those major holding centers throughout our lifetime. So this practice is aimed to target all those main spots. The jaw, you're going to want to just keep reminding the jaw to relax. That's your job. Keep following the breath. And notice when you're holding on tightly, remember to relax and sigh and let it go. So we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart or a little bit wider. As you inhale, reach up, look up. And then as you exhale, float the arms down, crossing at the wrists. Inhale back up. Exhale, cross the opposite wrist in front. Inhale. And then as you exhale, nice bend of the knees. Inhale up. Exhale, bending the knees, dropping the chin. Relaxing the face, the jaw. Sighing periodically. Last time. Now as you inhale, we're going to go ahead and twist from the torso and look back. Inhale and exhale, twist and look back. Keeping the knees bent. Inhale at center, exhale into the twist. Find that rhythm and flow. And then exhale the arms down. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders up and exhale the shoulders back and down. Remember to relax the face. And we're circling the shoulders, bringing in some soothing massage around the neck and shoulders. You'll feel it through the upper back, between the shoulder blades. Keep breathing. Release the weight of the world off of your shoulders. Very good. Now, the next time you take the shoulders onto the back, shoulder blades slide down the back. You're going to reach the arms back and either hold your arms here or you're going to interlace the fingers like this, palms facing one another, and you're going to begin to extend the arms back. Now, some of you that are a little tighter, your hands are going to be against the low back and buttocks. And some of you are going to be able to actually float the arms off of the lower back. Wherever you're at is perfect. Don't push yourself beyond what's comfortable. You just want to find a reasonable stretch. Drop the chin forward. Take a big inhale at center. And then as you exhale, we're going to draw a smile across the chest with the chin. Inhale at center. Exhale the chin towards the other shoulder and just go back and forth as you breathe very naturally. The next time the chin comes to center, go ahead and leave it there. Put a bend into the knees. Inhale. Lifting up through the chest. Exhale, bending from the waist. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Bend from the waist. Drop the head and let the arms fall towards the floor. You can leave your knees bent, or you can start to press the sit bones towards the ceiling. Take deep cleansing breaths into the shape. You can even sway the arms over to one side, over to the opposite side. And now bring the arms to the low back. Allow the fingers to release apart, and we're going to hang like a rag doll. Grab each elbow with the opposite hand. I'm going to face towards you. And now we're just going to sway the trunk of the body from side to side. Remember, just allow the head to hang. As you sway from side to side, decompressing the spine. Now the modification here, if you have high blood pressure, is not just to hang, but instead you're going to press slightly up like this, and then you can just rock from side to side more safely. So this would be the modification. Otherwise, you're just going to hang out and sway back and forth like a pendulum. Nice big sighs. Remind you to relax, to release. And then finally releasing the arms, lift the arches of the feet. As you inhale, start to press and roll up. Shoulder blades slide onto the back so the head can lift. And now we're going to reverse that action. So the chin is going to drop. As you start to come forward, let the weight of the head pull you into the fold, shoulders rounding forward, lower down, a slight bend of the knees until you find your forward fold. Inhale, pressing from the floor. Inhale, rolling up. Reset the shoulder blades onto the back. Lift the head last. We'll do that 2 more times. Let your breath guide you in and out safely. So the head is the last to drop or the last to rise. Let's go ahead and inhale here. And then as you exhale, begin. Very, very good. Okay. Now we're going to take a side stretch, really moving into the lateral side of the body. Most of us hold more tension in through the ribs than we're aware of. And when we're not breathing into the diaphragm and really expanding the intercostal muscles in the ribs, we're not breathing fully. We're breathing more shallow. So we want to undo some of those patterns and breathe in a more embodied way, so that we can feel more relaxed. We can train ourselves how to reset and let go of the stress and the holding patterns of anxiety in the body. So it's not very complicated, but it does require some training and breaking some negative breathing patterns. So this is a really good exercise to do if you're a shallow breather. Go ahead and inhale. Bring the arms together, press the palms of the hands up to the sky, and then take a nice side stretch. Inhale to center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale back to the right. We're going to drop the lower arm, really feel that shoulder hanging down. So now we have space around the neck. Take this palm, flip it to face the floor. and take it a little deeper. Now, if you take this left hip and jut it out, then we can move even more deeply into the side stretch. You're gonna feel your quadricep muscles lift to protect the knees, keeping the upper ribs drawing in, almost like you're tightening a corset. Now, if this shoulder comes forward, that's fine. You can let the shoulder come forward intentionally, or maybe that's just the way that your body is allowing you to open the ribs today. But see if it's possible, if you're too far forward, to explore drawing the arm back and opening the chest, spinning it up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, reaching across, opening the back of the ribs, the bottom of the lungs. Inhale. And exhale, open the chest, looking up. Good. Now we're going to inhale, lifting up, and exhale to release. We'll do the other side. Inhale. And pressing the palms up, growing long through the spine, taking it over to the left side. Release the bottom arm, flip the palm of the hand towards the floor. Jut the right hip out. And now take it even deeper into the side stretch. We're just going to explore the range of motion through the shoulder, through the ribs, looking down. Inhale, open, reaching back. If this is not in your practice, that's okay. I'm just showing you some different options to explore. Inhale, lifting up and out. Good, and just notice how you feel. Better, right? All right, so now we're going to take the legs nice and wide. The hands come into the hips. You're going to lean back, open the chest. And then as you come forward, pull the hips back evenly, reaching the chest forward and lowering into the fold, dropping the head. Of course, unless you have high blood pressure or vertigo, then you're just going to press down and play it safe. You need to modify. You know your body, so honor your body and your practice. If you are able to fold, you have a few variations for your arms. One, you can bring the hands in line with the feet. Shoulder blades come onto the back, and then we begin to pull ourselves by bending the elbows through the space of the legs. And now we bring the chest and the nose into that space as well. But we want to keep the shoulder blades on the back to protect the neck. Another option is you can hold on to the outside of the ankles, or even tuck the fingers under the outer edges of the feet. Again, shoulder blades on the back. This time elbows bend out to the sides. And maybe the crown of the head touches the floor. If you have bursitis in your hips, maybe put a bend into the knees and then straighten and come in and out a few times. That's also going to feel good if you have really tight hamstrings. Good. Hands come back to the hips. Inhale all the way up with a flat back. Allow yourself to reorient here so you don't feel dizzy. You can heel toe the feet back together. And there you are. Now we're going to make our way onto the floor, and you're going to want to have a wall nearby. So we're going to move into Viparita Karani, legs up against the wall. Make sure you don't have anything on either side of you. I'm going to move the lapel mic so I can roll into this. Notice how I started with one hip parallel to the wall, leaned back, and then swung my legs up. So you're going to have to finagle your way closer to the wall or chair, whatever you're using. Okay, and then shoulder blades snuggle underneath the back. You can press against the wall to scoop your tailbone up and then come to relax with a nice open sacrum and lumbar. That's going to feel really nice just to lay here. And so let's do that. Let's lay here and take several deep breaths together. I'm going to invite you to take the right hand to the low belly and the left hand to the heart center. Inhale into the left hand and exhale into the right hand. Breathing between these two feeling centers of the body. And notice how when you exhale low into the low belly, drawing the navel in towards the spine, notice how grounding this is for the mind and body. There's a deeper connection to yourself, but also to the floor beneath you, which reminds us that we can give ourselves permission to surrender and be vulnerable here. Because the floor will hold us, we're safe, we're stable, and that allows for us to readjust with our breathing to become more comfortable. Sigh anytime, let it all go. And now we're going to open the arms out into a T shape, either palms facing down or palms facing up. Bending the knees towards the chest, and we're going to allow both knees to swing over towards the right side. If your shoulder starts to lift, your left shoulder starts to lift off the ground, then go ahead and come into a fetal position, and then take the left arm and reopen it. And you may need to do that a few times until the shoulder comes down and comfortably relaxes. And if it doesn't, if you have a frozen shoulder or you're healing after a rotator or labrum surgery, then you can bring a blanket underneath that shoulder and arm and give it that support with some elevation, like from a blanket or a pillow, whatever you have nearby. Take a few deep breaths into this twist. Allow your mind to follow the pattern of your breathing in and out. And your head can move away from the knees. Take one more breath. The head moves back to center. Inhale the top leg, and then the bottom eventually will follow. Find your way into a twist on the left side. And again, if you have to come out of the twist into a fetal position and then readjust by bringing the arm into the twist and then back out until finally the arm relaxes against the mat. Please do so as many times as you need, or use yoga props as a support for your comfort. And now closing the eyes and follow your breathing in and out until you can drop in to your experience, to a deeper state of peace. And eventually your head will turn into the twist, and you can sigh and let go of whatever no longer serves you. we're going to slowly make our way out of the twist into a fetal position on that left side. You can use your bottom arm as a pillow and feel yourself grounding down. Notice how your practice made you feel. Just observe your mind and your body. Notice how much more relaxed and liberated that you feel in this moment. When you feel inspired, use the strength of your arms to help press your way up to sit. Good. Coming into a comfortable seated position, adjust until you can sit upright, feeling open, whether you're sitting on a pillow, a blanket, a chair, or even leaning against a wall. Just take a moment, direct your gaze in and up. The tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth, but feel the jaw relaxed. And the palms face up so that you're open to giving and receiving. Bringing your hands together at the heart center. And thank you. Thank you for allowing me to guide your practice. Have a wonderful day and namaste.